Having spent nearly 20 years riding around the racecourses of Great Britain, I've seen firsthand how each of the 40 national hunt tracks are both respected and renowned for their individual features, from the unique figure of 8 at Fontwell to Trappy Trevor at Taunton. Each one is equally dangerous, infamous and spectacular. Throughout this series, we'll be visiting some of Britain's most idiosyncratic tracks and trying to pinpoint the areas that can be the difference between triumph and disaster. These are At the Races tricky tracks. Today we're at Fontwell Park. It opened its doors for business in 1924. Her Majesty the Queen, then Princess Elizabeth, had her first winner as an owner here with a horse called Monaveen in 1949. It is unique. It is the only figure of 8 jumps track left in the country. That itself is a challenge, but you always feel like you're on the turn.
And it's Double Chocolate, ridden into it and over nicely. Princely Hero, a slight error in second, trying to close down the gap up the run-in now. Double Chocolate with a 3-length lead though from Princely Hero in second. Inside half a furlong to go. Double Chocolate just kept going in front. Princely Hero again displaying second, but it's Double Chocolate who just holds on to win.
Here is the fourth last, and it's Fox Appeal, Ohio Gold. Baby Shine was just moving into it and fell and brought down, unseated the rider, Orzari, just as she was about to make the move. Both jockeys going for the whip as they race towards the final fence. The jumping is going to be oh so crucial. They land together, and Fox Appeal was slightly better, quite a bit better in fact, than Black Thunder, leading by half a length. They come up the run-in now. It is Black Thunder trying to come back at Fox Appeal. Black Thunder the near side of Fox Appeal, and Black Thunder is just grinding this out under Daryl Jacob and makes a winning chasing debut.
Bruce Chips and Aidan Coleman, who are front runners, jump that first fence. Oh, and Benvolio is gone at the first fence. The favourite is crashing out there.
It's going to be almost 4 in a line as they jump the final flight. Lockturg almost the first to pick up again with Hills of Arran. Then Piero Lunaire on the near side. Lockturg finds a little bit more from in second place Piero Lunaire. Hills of Arran back in third as they race up towards the line. Is Lockturg in front in the National Spirit once again from Piero Lunaire, and it's going to be a second National Spirit for Lockturg. No tougher horse in training. He must be made of granite.
What's so special about the first fence down the back at Fontwell? Well, you can see from the way I'm walking, it's pretty sharp downhill. If you're too bold at this obstacle, you run the risk of knuckling over, and we've seen plenty incidences of that happening. You've got to have your horse nice and gathered going to this obstacle. Don't take any chances and set yourselves up for the 2 going down the hill.
As they head over the second fence, Hermina is out wide, lost one there. Morland's Jack has unseated the rider. Morland's Jack is out of the race at the second.
Obviously it's different than every other track, the chase track being a figure of 8. It's just something that we're not very used to. And I'm very lucky that I've had plenty of luck and plenty of success around there. But what makes it tricky? I suppose maybe the fences down the hill can be a little bit tricky, and then obviously from the last to the winning post there's a little climb. You can often see horses tying up when they go across like a road path in there, and you can often see horses tying up towards the winning post, so it takes a little bit more getting probably the last couple of 100 yards than people think.
Some of these holes have been filled in here at Fontwell from a meeting which is just over a week ago, but it gives you an idea of where horses have to take off to jump an obstacle like this, and you then get a concept of the spread and how athletic these horses have to be. Some of them, mind, aren't that athletic, because you very often see at Fontwell horses who'll either dive at this obstacle or else get too deep to it and pay the price. More often than not, you'll see jockeys unseated here as opposed to horses falling.
As they approach the open ditch, Man of Leisure is always gone. Blundered and unseated the rider, took off too soon, left the mark in the fence, and he's going to try and exit as well.
Get ready for this open ditch, and Morstead went into that with a plump. Oh, Flugsuga crashing fall that was for Kevin Jones. who's chipped a good jump, who owns me in second. Taking it in third there was and Curtain Raiser has lost Tom Cannon at that fence. So down to just the 4 runners now. Curtain Raiser blundering and unseating.
We're roughly a furlong from the finish line here. It's where the 2 tracks merge. The chase track on my left, hurdles track on my right. They both want to grab that rail so they can run up the hill to the line. There's only one problem. That's where the horses have come out onto the track. And horses are drawn to that. They don't actually know where the finishing line is, and some of them might duck in there. That's where you could see a winner turn into a loser.
Horses always have a look as to where they've come from, and they always sometimes head back that direction. And as I said, it just happens just at the point in the track where there's a little climb, and that little climb, obviously, when horses are getting tired, can make them some think that it's a little bit tougher than they'd like. Some can wander off in the wrong direction sometimes, but it's an exciting track to ride around. I say it's different because of the figure 8 of the chase track, and that last sort of half a furlong can change dramatically sometimes.
What kind of horse do you need to win at Fontwell? Well, as ever, it does help if you're on the best one, but over fences you need a horse that jumps well. You can't keep making mistakes here at Fontwell. You will get found out, but if you're on a good jumper, you can nick a race or 2.